So do you also use Contact Form 7 and Flowlu for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create Flowlu contact on Contact Form 7 submission. So with here I'm running an interior designing service business and we use Contact Form 7 to gather the details of our potential clients. So now what I want is that as soon as we receive the details of our potential clients with the help of Contact Form 7, automatically the same potential client details should be added into my Flowlu account too. That too without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Contact Form 7 and Flowlu. To create this connection, without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to set up an automation to automatically create a contact in Flowlu every time someone submits a Contact Form 7 on your website. This integration ensures that all your inquiries are captured and organized into your CRM without any manual efforts, allowing you to manage leads and follow up more effectively. So let's get started. So over here to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in, and as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly, but in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we are going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard, and to start with this automation we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to create Flowlu contact on Contact Form 7 submission, Contact Form 7 to Flowlu, and then we just have to click on this create. And as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. All right, trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. Alright, so to start with our automation we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application I'm just going to select it as Contact Form 7. So I'm just going to search for Contact Form 7 over here, and as you can see the same, so we are just going to select it, and now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So over here what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Contact Form 7, automatically my workflow should be triggered or started. And now it is giving me a webhook URL, and we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Contact Form 7 account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy this webhook URL, and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying install and activate the Contact Form 7 plugin from the plugin sections in your WordPress dashboard. Click on the edit option for a particular form in the form section in WordPress dashboard and navigate to the webhook section and click on send to webhook checkbox. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my WordPress account, and as you know that Contact Form 7 is a plugin of WordPress. Alright, so first we have to install a plugin in our WordPress account of Contact Form 7. Then only we can connect it with our Pabbly Connect's workflow, right? So over here I've already installed this plugin and also activated it. So I'm just going to go towards the left side of the bar, contacts, and then contact forms, and now I'm just going to open the contact forms. And over here you can see all the forms which I've already created using Contact Form 7. alright. But over here I want to create this automation for this form, which is inquiry form for interior designing services. So I'm just going to go towards the edit of this form for which I want to create this automation. So you also have to go towards the edit of the same form for which you want to create this automation, and now over here you can see the section of webhook. So we have to go towards this webhook and check this checkbox which is sent to webhook. And now for the webhook URL, we are just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And after doing this, we just have to scroll down and click on this save. And as soon as we're going to click on this save, yes, you can see that we have successfully added our webhook URL in our contact form 7. So with this, we have successfully created a connection between contact form 7 and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we have to do is, I'm just going to open the form I created this automation for and do the test submission of the same. So let's say for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as demo, last name as user, this is the email, the phone number as this, it is saying what you would like to design. Let's say that I'm just going to keep it as hotels. And now for the organization name, I'm just going to keep it as Lakeview Hotels and click on this submit. And as soon as we are going to click on this submit right over here, yes, you can see thank you for your message, it has been sent. So this means that contact form 7 has sent the details of a test submission to our workflow. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see the same first name which we entered, you can see the same last name which we entered, you can see the same organization name, the email and the phone number which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is made on my contact form 7 account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Alright, we are going to move on forward. What I want is, I want to create Flowlu contact on contact form 7 submission. So for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Flowlu. So I'm just going to search for Flowlu and then we're just going to select it. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create CRM account contact. Alright, and then we just have to click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Flowlu account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the API key and the account URL. And to get this, we just have to follow the help text, and it is saying to obtain the API key, log into your Flowlu account, navigate to your profile and go to the portal settings, then API settings, and then click on add button. Alright, we are going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Flowlu account and go towards my profile picture. And now from here we have to go towards the portal settings. Alright, so as soon as we're going to open this portal settings, from the left side of the bar we have to go towards this API settings. And after coming over here towards the API settings, we just have to click on this add. And as soon as we're going to click on this add, over here we just have to give the name to our API key. So let's say that I'm just going to name it as new contact only. Alright, so I'm just going to enter new contact over here, and then let's say that I'm just going to keep it as 2. Alright, we're going to move on forward. Over here it is asking me to select the application. So I'm just going to select it as CRM because I only want to add the contact, right? So I'm just going to select it as CRM and click on this save. And yes, over here you can see a new contact 2 has been created as the API key. So I'm just going to copy this API key and paste it right over here. And now it is asking me for the account URL. And to get this account URL, we have to follow this help text. It is saying if your URL is this, then the account URL is this. So the account URL is starting from https://till-flowlu.com. So yes, we have to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Flowlu account, and as you can see that this is my account URL, which is starting from https:// and ending at flowlu.com. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it right over here in my workflow. Alright, and after pasting this, we just have to click on this save. And as soon as we are going to click on this save, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Flowlu account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the honorific title ID. So over here I don't wish to give any title ID, so I'm just going to switch on this mapping button and erase it right from here so that we can leave this field as blank. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the first name, last name, email and many other details. So yes, I'm just going to enter these details one by one, but we are not going to enter the details manually, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected contact form 7 as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the first name, right? So let's say that I'm just going to enter my first name right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But let's say that we're going to map this from the previous response. So I'm just going to open the previous response and map the first name. Then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And as we mapped the first name, we are going to map the last name too. I'm just going to map the last name, and same we are going to do with the email address too. And now you can see that it is asking me for the description. So this is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. For the category, I'm just going to select it as prospect over here. And after selecting the category, we are just going to move on forward. You can select any category of your choice. For the industry, I want to keep it as blank, so I'm just going to switch it on and keep it as blank. Alright, now after keeping this industry field blank, we are going to move on forward. I'll just let you know that we are only going to map the required details. Alright, I'm just going to map the phone number too right over here. As you can see the same, so we're going to map it. And after mapping all the details which were required or the details I wish to, I'm just going to move on forward and click on the save and send test request button. If you wish, you can definitely map the rest of the details too. And yes, over here you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully created a new contact in our Flowlu account with the same details. So now I'm just going to open my Flowlu account, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the CRM and then contacts. And as soon as we're going to open the contacts, yes, you can see a new contact has been created. You can see the same name, you can see the category, the email and the phone number which we entered, and yes, you can see the same contact has been created with the same details. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my form again, and we are going to do the test submission with the new details. Let's say for the first name I'm just going to keep it as test, last name as user, email as this, and this as the phone number. We're going to move on forward. It is saying what you'd like to design. Let's say I'm just going to keep it as office, and now for the organization name, Lakeview Offices, and click on this submit. And once again, as soon as we're going to click on this submit, our form is going to get submitted. And further, Pabbly is going to capture the details of the same submission and create a new contact in our Flowlu account. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my Flowlu account and check for the new contact created after this form got submitted. I'm just going to refresh this contacts page in order to check for the new contact created, and yes, over here you can see a new contact has been created. You can see the same name, the same email, the phone number and the category which we selected. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is received on my contact form 7, automatically a new contact would be created in my Flowlu account too, that too without any manual efforts, within seconds in real time, like I showed you in the example too. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.